In my last video, I was talking about how you need to get yourself some self-defense weapons if you don't already have them. I wanted to go ahead and show a few of my recommendations. First and foremost, I recommend getting a 12-gauge shotgun. I don't have a whole lot of money, so I'm going to assume you watching this aren't, upper middle class, sitting on a bunch of cash to spend on, high-end firearms. So my recommendation right here is the Rock Island Mariva Standard. It's $200. It's a pump action. It's got a 5-round magazine capacity. It can shoot 3-inch shells, built-in recoil pad. It's a solid weapons platform for the price. I mean, and the thing with shotguns is the reason why I recommend a shotgun above everything else for self-defense is because in a survival scenario, if you're not actively engaged in real military combat and you're just trying to defend your homestead, your home, your house, wherever you're at, it's going to be up close and personal, and a shotgun is your best bet. I mean, if you're not really, that capable with firearms, a shotgun, one shot from a shotgun at range, you can kill 2-3 people at once, with the right choke in there, or up close and personal. I mean, this thing, you shoot a guy in the head, it doesn't matter if he has body armor on, it's going to blow his head clean off. And you don't really have to aim. You just literally point and click, boom, they're dead. So I highly recommend the 12-gauge Rock Island Mariva Standard. It's $199. Also, there's a ton of specialty ammo available for 12 gauges. I'm not going to go into those, but there's less than lethal rounds that shoot pepper balls, rubber balls. They even have ones that shoot flame, like a 3-second burst of flame, like 90 yards, called Dragon Fire. Pretty cool. And you can also load, shotgun rounds up with rock salt. So, I mean, if you just want to scare somebody and not actually kill them, rock salt's the way to go. It'll get up under their skin. They'll bleed like crazy, but it ain't gonna kill them. They'll think twice before they come back and mess with you. But in a whole collapsed civilization scenario, shoot to kill. Next, I recommend getting a 22 LR. That's a 22 long rifle. My recommendation for this is the Smith & Wesson M&P 1522 Sport. Now, it is $442. The reason why I'm recommending this is the way that it looks, okay? It looks like an assault rifle. People see something like that, they're going to be afraid of you. More so than if you're pulling out like a classic bolt-action 22 LR. They're going to see this, especially if you're wearing some sort of formal-looking uniform, with some, body armor, and some tactical gear on there. You're going to look like you're a trained soldier wielding something like this. In addition to that, 22 LR ammunition is insanely cheap. A couple $100, and you can have a couple thousand rounds if you find them on sale. You have vendors all over that sell 22 LR by the bucket. It's super cheap. And it's highly effective, okay? It is a highly effective round. It's a small round, but it's one of the preferred rounds used by hitmen for a reason. Okay, and finally, one other thing, if you're a felon and you can't get guns right now legally, my recommendation, these things are freaking cool as heck. I've been wanting to get one myself. I've been looking into them. They have a 16 joules version that I would recommend over the 11 joules. But these are CO2 powered. They have so many add-ons for these. There's like assault that you can convert these into an assault rifle that fires at 40 to 60 joules. Which there's a whole plethora of rounds you can get for these. They're not actual bullets. They're like shaped 50 caliber metal. They can come in points, barbs. I've seen flechettes for these. There's literally dozens of types of ammunition for these things that people are making. It's not a rifled barrel, but a lot of the ammo has a sabot on it that will actually spin the round. Now, this isn't going to be a long range weapon right here, but up to 50 feet, you shoot somebody in the face, even with the stock basic one with just a rubber ball in it. I've seen just the basic version. This one right here shooting rubber rounds crack a coconut, at 20, 30 feet. You shoot somebody in the face with that a couple of times, it's going to break their face. Okay. They're not going to want to mess with you. Now, the converted higher Joule models, Joule is a measurement of kinetic force, by the way. I seen a guy, he converted one of these. It's like a $200 kit that you can get online that converts these into a rifle. It's like a 3D printed, it's a whole conversion kit, valves and everything. But I seen that thing at 100 feet put a pointed metal steel 50 caliber round through 2 inches of aluminum. Okay, that could penetrate body armor at close range. Okay, that is a lethal weapon. So if you're a felon and you don't know what to do, in the event of protecting your family and stuff, and you need something to protect your family with, there are options out there. And if you got the money to spend, they're known as PCP air rifles. And I actually have one myself. I got one of the lower end models. It's only a single round model. It's in 30 caliber though, and it'll put a pellet through a 1/4 inch of plywood. At 150 feet. The high end models, they have fully automatic air guns now, fully automatic, that are just as lethal at close range, close to medium range. I mean, you're not going to be sniping people off at 1,500 yards with one of these. But if somebody's trying to break into your house after the civilization collapses, you're going to be able to protect yourself. And the thing is with these, you get this, you shoot them, and you take their gun. Okay, and now, since your felony no longer matters, it's survival of the fittest, survival of the fastest. Get yourself something to protect yourself and your family with. If you got kids, you really, really need to listen to me, because there is literally a satanic death cult taking over the world right now, okay? And they want to enslave you and your family and bring back the global empire of Babylon. Literally, they're trying to bring back Babylon, the worship of fallen angels and demons, witchcraft and warlocks and child sacrifice and Baal worship and, burning children alive in ovens, and you might not believe me right now. Give it a year or two. Like, I've already had members of the this death cult, because they're hip to me. I mean, they monitor me. I mean, they're everywhere. There's literally millions of these people. Probably there's at least 200 million of them worldwide, and they're all working together in unison to take over the world, because they believe they are superior to you, because they have fallen angel genes. They consider themselves to be divine. They are RH negative. They are the Canaanites, the Nephilim. They can do all sorts of weird stuff that the quote unquote Clayborn cannot do. The pure-blooded sons of Adam that were not corrupted by the bloodline of Lucifer through his son Cain. And they hate the Clayborn, because the angels were asked to bow to Adam, and God believed Adam to be his greatest creation, because apparently Adam was like the only truly good person to ever exist. Apparently him and Abel, I think, were the only good people to ever exist. Apparently, that's my take on the matter. But if you're looking for self-defense options, you ain't got a whole lot of money, or you got a felony, I just wanted to point these out to you guys while I still can, because I have that "if I stop posting I'm dead" thing up at the top of the screen there. That ain't no joke. Okay, since I started talking about this stuff about a year and a half ago, I have received at least 200 death threats online, and about 20 of them in person, and about 5 of those were here in my small hometown of less than 10,000 people. 2 of them came from people that I've known for most of my life. 1 of them came from a close family member. They are everywhere. Chances are you're related to somebody that's involved in this, and you don't even know it, because they don't show it. They don't flaunt it. a lot of them, like the Mormons, they'll act like they're super righteous, super good people, but in reality, they worship Satan. They worship fallen angels and giants. The Mormons are not good people. They're witches and warlocks. They're evil. They worship Og of Bashan, the Raphamite king, spoken of in Scripture, who was so big that his bed was said to have been about 14 feet long because he was a giant. And they're everywhere still. They're everywhere, and you have no idea because they are using magic to shapeshift. And I know people watching, they're just like, this guy's a nutcase. Magic's not real. If you claim to believe in God and you're saying that magic isn't real, you have not read Scripture very thoroughly, have you? There's a reason why in Exodus it says, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Okay? Because magic is real. It was taught to the wives and children of the fallen angels, and it's basically like hacking God's reality. The angels were privy to information that, mankind would have gradually discovered as they matured spiritually. However, the fallen angels decided to intervene, thinking, well, we can run shit while, God's taking a nap. Well, I hate to break it to you guys, but, God's up and at 'em. And for my mystery school friends here, if the two dog stars are here, guess who's watching? Guess who's coming? Or he's more than likely already here. Anyways, guys, this is Jason. If I stop posting, I was kidnapped and murdered, or I was forced to blow my head off to avoid being kidnapped and murdered. Anyways, I love you guys. God bless you all. And if you like my channel, please share my content. I have like 30,000 subs on my YouTube channel, but YouTube will not monetize me. I should have earned about $65,000 this year off my YouTube channel. They refuse to monetize me, and they won't tell me why. And I've basically put all of my savings into this channel. I quit my job and put all my savings into this channel. And for about the last 9 months, I've been looking for work, and nobody will hire me. I went to college. I'm a skilled web developer. I was a plumber for about 5 years. I'm a skilled laborer and a skilled worker, office worker. I've put in at least 500 applications. No one will hire me. Not around here or online. It's very strange. And remember, in the book of Revelation, it says, unless you took the mark of the beast, you're going to be excluded from the economy. I think we're entering into the first stages of that. And over the next year or two, we're going to notice, things are going to get increasingly stranger and stranger. So while you still can do so, you need to stockpile food, water, medicine, get a gun, get ready to, find a place to go when shit hits the fan, because it's going to. And I hate to be the type that is trying to I don't like worrying people, but I know this is happening because I've had firsthand encounters with these entities, and nobody believes me, but I don't blame them, because if somebody came at me telling me that they seen a 14-foot tall telepathic giant that told them he's the enemy of mankind and intends to starve billions and start a global thermonuclear war, I'd think they were crazy too. But it happened to me, so I know it's real. And you guys got, if you don't believe in God, change your tune. God's real. The devil's real. There's a lot of weird stuff happening right now. And I don't know what to do or say to get everyone to just chill out, but it looks like God and the devil are going to be going head to head here soon, and we're going to be caught in the middle of it all, guys and gals, so be ready for it.